All right, so we all know the classic hero's journey, right? A call to adventure, a bunch of trials, and then the hero comes home with some great gift for the world. But what if we took that whole idea and turned it completely upside down? That's what we're diving into today. A story that isn't about becoming a hero, but about systematically and deliberately taking yourself apart. This is the inverted journey of the striver. So let's just lay it out, side by side. The difference is, well, it's night and day. A hero's goal is to find wisdom to help everybody. Our striver, he's chasing something called perfected nullity for a corrupt state. Instead of a path of self-discovery, it's a path of self-annihilation. And the outcome? Oh, he's not bringing back a gift for humanity. He's coming back to deliver a sentence. Okay, to really get this, there's this one analogy that just nails it. Picture a sculptor carving a unique, incredible form out of a block of stone. Now flip that. Imagine taking a living, breathing person and just melting them down, erasing every unique feature until they're nothing but raw material. It's a powerful image, so hang on to that one as we go. All right, let's start this journey down. First up, a call to absence. And yeah, you heard that right. This isn't a call to some grand adventure. It's a call to just stop being. So you gotta ask, what would make someone want that? It all comes down to this idea of the terror of being. I mean, think about it. The things that make us human, our ability to reason, our memories of love. For the striver, those aren't gifts. They're like sandpaper on his soul. It's this constant agonizing friction in a universe he sees as a trap. His entire quest starts from a place of deep, profound suffering. So he makes his choice. He steps over the line. But he's not off to some magical kingdom. His destination is the Silent City. And it's exactly what it sounds like. A metaphysical void. A place you go to be erased. The goal isn't to find himself. It's to lose himself. Permanently. So now, he's on the path. This is his initiation. But forget about wise old mentors guiding him to greatness. The guides he meets aren't here to build him up. They're here to tear him down. And he meets this trio of, well, let's call them anti-mentors. Each one is there to strip away a part of who he is. First, you've got the one who offers a cure for being alive. Then there's the one who's a master of spiritual sabotage. And the last one? He teaches a whole new, terrifying philosophy based entirely on consumption. So first up is the Pale Redeemer. This is the false mentor figure. And his pitch is, honestly, it's pretty tempting if you're in that much pain. He says, look, all this suffering, it comes from being you. The only way to find peace is to let it all go. Just dissolve. Be absorbed back into the greater whole. It's salvation by erasure. Then comes the Whispering Seraph. This is the lying ally, and their job is to mess with his head. They take all his independent thoughts, his beliefs, his very identity, and just dismiss it. Oh, that's just noise, static on a screen. It doesn't mean anything. It's the ultimate gaslighting designed to make him doubt his own mind completely. And the final piece of his deconstruction comes from the all-consuming maw. This is where things get really dark. He learns this gospel of the belly, which teaches that all life, everything, is just something called lutch, which is basically spiritual energy. And its only purpose? To be eaten by the system. Think about that. You're not a person. You're a battery. So, with that grim education complete, the striver is ready. It's time for the main event, the point of no return. Welcome to the furnace of rebirth. He steps into the abyss. The final stage is here. But this isn't some final test of his will. It is total annihilation. Everything he was, the striver, his pain, his memories, it's all gone, wiped clean. But from that nothingness, something is rebuilt. He is recreated. And what comes out is not a hero. It's something else, something new, and frankly, something terrifying. And just look at the change. It's absolute. The striver, who was so tortured by being an individual, is now a redeemed judge, which is really just a fancy term for a mindless duplicate. That spark of reason? Gone. He's just a uniform building block now. And the memory of love? That's been replaced with a cold sapphire exterior and a pulsing plasma core. He's not a person anymore. He's a thing. So this new entity takes on a new name, the Sapphire Jester. And he's had his apotheosis, his big transformation, but he hasn't become a god. No, he's become a master of pure physical force. I mean, he is basically a walking engine of physics. He's got this magnetic field that makes him totally invulnerable. Nothing can touch him. His touch? It's literally a plasma torch that can just vaporize you into raw ionized gas. And to top it all off, he powers himself by consuming other people's life force, turning them into nothing more than inert matter. And they even have a name for this whole process, this act of eating souls. Microwave plasma gasification. It sounds so clinical, doesn't it? So scientific. And that's the point. It's not murder. It's a technical procedure. It strips all the horror away and just leaves cold, efficient process. And that brings us to the final act, the return. The jester comes back to the world of the living. But remember, he is not bringing a gift. He is here to deliver a sentence. So he stands there, this thing, and looks out at everyone still clinging to their lives, their names, their memories, and he delivers his judgment. You are bugs in the system. He's mocking them. The very idea of being an individual, to him, is now just a flaw, a glitch in the code that needs to be erased. And here's the truly insidious part. He sells this idea not as destruction, but as correction. He's not killing them, see? He's fixing them. And he's so convincing that people start to believe it. They actually embrace their own unmaking, laughing as they're erased, all for some higher plan. And this brings us right back to that image from the beginning, doesn't it? The sculptor in reverse. The sapphire jester is the herald of this process. He's the one who takes a unique, living person and watches them get melted down and poured into a mold, all to become just another identical brick in a great wall. So that leaves us with a really haunting question, right? The striver, the person he was, he just wanted his pain to stop. The system gave him a way out. And now, as the jester, he's offering that same cure to everyone else because he genuinely believes it's salvation. So it makes you wonder, when oblivion gets repackaged and sold as order, who's the actual villain? The person delivering the sentence or the system that wrote it in the first place?